resistance training, all hopefully how to be healthier and how to be more toned and more shaped. So my background is bodybuilding, training for 50 years, bodybuilding for 30, and also have background in nutrition, and I have an MBA. And so I'm here to give you all the tools that I learned over the last 50 years and help you stay shaped, whether you're on the couch, off the couch, anywhere in the USA, whether you're on vacation, you can stay toned, and you don't need any weights to do this. And so David's going to introduce himself to you, and we'll get going here.
Hello everybody, my name is David. I've been in radiology and in the health system for 30 years. I met Ryan recently and we started talking to each other. I'm a 50-year-old male and we were talking about exercising and doing things, and he explained to me how he used to be a bodybuilder before, and he showed me pictures and I was like, wow, that's incredible. And we were talking about, he asked me what was one of the main things about people. What do you think, how could people stay healthy and, in somewhat shape? And I say, I think the biggest issue with people is when you do certain exercises, you get to, if you're lifting weights, if you're doing heat training, if you're doing CrossFit, I believe those are excellent exercises and they get you where you want to be. But I think for the most part, I think a highest percentage of the population really don't have access to do those things all the time as a schedule kind of thing to do. But we were talking, would there be anything that people could do that doesn't have to get out of your house, doesn't have to, even if we said if you can make an exercise where you can do it sitting down, even if you're on a chair, some people hurt their legs. Some people in my world, in radiology, I see people that have, hurt ankles and things like that. And we started talking and I said, Tai Chi sounds like a great exercise. What happens if you did Tai Chi, but with a resistance, with something? Because I believe as you get older, the main thing, and I believe for everybody, the main thing of people is to keep the muscle that you have. But if you don't have time to go to the gym, a lot of people go to the gym and there's a million people in there, a lot of young kids lifting heavy weights and things like that. And a lot of people don't feel comfortable being, you're an older guy, you're not muscular, you're not built, you are overweight, you are not as fast, and there's this very muscular people there that make you feel like a little awkward. And you say, how would I do this so I can feel, good and do it within my own time? So we came up with an idea of doing resistance Tai Chi training, where you can gain muscle and you can get an exercise. And there is many other things that you can do. You can do it from your chair, you can do it at home. You can pretty much do a full workout from your living room without doing too much. If it's snowing outside, if it's raining outside, if it's sunny outside, too hot to go outside, you don't need anything. You can just do it, and it's always, you can do it with your body weight. If you say, okay, look, I gained a lot of muscle now, I want to do a little more resistance, you can use resistance bands if you wanted to. You can do it, with weights if you wanted to. Completely up to you. But the main thing that we want to promote here, we want to build something that people could
For everyone.
work for everyone. This is for children, this is for adults, this is for somebody that hurt their legs, this is for somebody that
Maybe
hurt their
disabled.
back. Yeah, disabled. If you, okay, you can do certain exercises, but you can do other exercises to keep your body somewhat working out, so somewhat, you're staying somewhat shape, which is what I think we all want. On top of that, we were talking about what do we think is the most important thing for people to stay in shape.
Yeah, so the big thing is you got to keep moving, right? And to do these Tai Chi exercises at home, very simple. You can get on the edge of your couch. So I'll give you a little scenario. It's bodybuilding movements without the weights. So we do lateral raises, right? We do biceps, right? We do triceps. All you have to do is do that movement for maybe 20 times or so and pump up the muscle and get toned. And like I said, you can do it from the kitchen, you can do it on vacation. Don't have to drag weights along with you. You can do this at any time, anywhere. And we want to bring it to everybody to help people who want to get toned, but maybe can't get to the gym, don't like the gym, and just want to do it on their own. So before we continue, I just want to tell a little joke. So this is a golfer's joke. So two guys are golfing outside, and it starts to rain and lightning out, right? So they're underneath the tree, and they go, how are we going to get out of here? So the one guy says to the other guy, just take a 1-iron and run down the fairway and you'll be okay. He said, what do you mean a 1-iron, run down the fairway and it'll be okay? He goes, yeah, even God can't hit a 1-iron. Very difficult to hit. Yeah.
So again, like Brian was teaching you, in circuit training, he was showing you that we do certain motions, you know, certain motions that are gonna keep your muscles. Because the main thing with when you lift weights is not, it is the weight that you're lifting, because the heavier you go, the more resistance you're gonna have. But the main thing with people is that you gotta create resistance in your body. That's it. If you take your muscle and you make it hard, your muscle is gonna create that movement that somebody you will have with a set of weights. And if you want more muscle, then you do it slower and you create higher resistance. Now it's gonna get to a point where your muscles are gonna get adapted with time.
Your body is your weight, right?
To your resistance.
Yeah.
So then if you got that strong, just by getting to that point, you know, you're gonna know, hey, I need to add a little more, little bands. That's an easy trick to do. You can add a little weight, you know. But the main thing is, for the most part, there is a high percentage of people that go to the gym or start doing CrossFit or start doing HIIT training, or they are avid runners. But a lot of people tend to, after a while, and I think that's one of the main things why people, as you get older, you stop doing certain things. You go running and your back hurts, your hips hurts, your knees hurt, your ankles hurt. And then I stopped doing it. I can't even do it no more because certain parts of my body hurt. My shoulders hurt, my neck hurts.
So you brought up a good point. I don't mean to cut in, but so I used to lift 600 pounds on the bench, and I used to squat 5 something, and now it's all caught up to me. My knees hurt, right? My shoulders hurt a little bit. I can't really take the weights, so I am also a client. I'm trying to lose a little bit of weight, so you're going to see me transform over the next couple months, and I'm going to lose all this, and I'm going to be in better shape, and we're going to show you that this process does work, and you don't need any weights. You can do it at home, and we're going to walk you through it. We're going to let you into our kitchens for kitchen items that are really healthy for you and taste good. They don't have to taste bad for it to be healthy, and a drink that's going to help you, give you super energy, and we'll go over all that stuff later in another video. But this is going to change your life, and if you let it, you'll be toned, you'll be in shape in no time, and not have to worry about any weightlifting.
The main thing that he just brought up in everything about the pain and about the injuries and stuff is that if you say, look, I'm an older person, I'm in pain, I'm this, I'm that, you could still do almost all our exercises, pretty much, because the beginning exercise is a good exercise to get you started and to get you strong and to get you starting to set yourself, you know, to get a little more healthy. Another thing that he just mentioned is the kitchen. We believe in almost every nutritionist and every expert in health will tell you, you can go to the gym 10 times a week and go twice a day and do crazy exercise. But if your diet is not good, your gains will be minimal at best. If you don't go to the gym, but you have a good diet, your body will be healthier and you will have more aptitude for getting yourself healthier. And that's one of the main things. We believe that, you know, nutrition is at least 80 to 90% the factor of your healthiness and your well-being. And we want to promote both. We want to promote an exercise that fits for everybody, that everybody could do at any time, in any day. You go on a trip, you go anywhere, and you'll still be able to do exercise. Everybody could walk. Everybody could do certain things, the circuit training that we're going to teach you.
So he brought up a good point. So accidents. So I was in an accident about 5-6 months ago, right? So I now have to, I've been in shape all my life. All the way up to now, I've been in shape. I had 18-inch arms, all the rest, right? I was in just good shape for, I'm 66 years old now. And so this is a way, without having to do any more injury to myself, right? Squatting, overhead lifts through delts and upright rows, that kind of stuff. So to do no more damage to myself, Tai Chi circuit resistance training is the best way to go.
We believe that, and we believe that this is gonna change a lot of in a lot of ways the way people will do exercise. Because even if you say I'm gonna give a 5%, a 10% a day of a work to my body, consistency is the main tool that you can possibly keep to keep yourself circulating, to keep yourself energized. Consistency, you want to do it all the time. A lot of people do exercise and they do CrossFit training, but then they go and move somewhere else where they don't have a CrossFit gym near them, and a lot of times they stop. A lot of people do, certain things, the gym, they got a new job, they don't do it. But this you can do at any time. Even if you say, look, I didn't have time to go somewhere and do it, you can do it from your kitchen, you can do it from your bathroom, you can do it from your living room, you can do it from your room, you can do it anywhere. This is designed for you to keep moving on an everyday basis and to have no excuses to say, hey, look, I don't have time for myself. You give time every day to something. You got to go to work, whatever hours you work. You got to go and get food. You got to cook every day because you got to eat. And you can really give yourself 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day to do a little exercise to keep your muscle mass that you have, to keep yourself healthy. I think we could. And I think that's something that shouldn't be bargained with, because that's something that we need.
Yeah, don't sell yourself short on that. We have, between the two of us, studying and physiology and nutrition and weight training, 80 years about between the two of us, and adding it up from us. And so we're willing to, and we want to pass this on to you to help you, and we want to make you a better person physically, and kind of that's our goal, is to reach as many people and help them get in better shape so that you can live longer. Right?
And as he said, he's gonna be using himself to show that this actually works. In the same token, I'm gonna be using myself too, because we believe that every day, no matter how great in shape you are, you could be in excellent shape, we can always do better. We can always do a little more with ourselves. And I feel I could be a little healthier. They could do many things. I wasn't really much a gym person. I wasn't to go to the gym or CrossFit. I have always been a calisthenics kind of guy that do little push-ups on my own and stuff like that. But there were times where I was lagging the time to go somewhere, or lagging the time because life is life. You have work, you have kids, you have everything. But I always understood that I needed to give myself 10-15 minutes a day to do my little exercise. And I have always done this circuit, resistance training. This little resistance training has always been there with me. And when he asked me, how do you stay in good shape? And we started talking about it, he was like, wow, he goes, I used to do the same thing, only with heavy weights, with a lot of things. I go, well, it's the same thing, but we do it with no weights, just your body resistance.
Yeah, it goes to show you can accomplish the same thing without shape, without weights. David's in great shape, and so it's really living proof and a testimonial that you don't have to use weights to get in shape at all.
And like he's saying, right? He says David is in great shape, which may be better than some people. But as we said before, we can always gain more from toning certain things. So when he spoke to me about that, we started talking everything. We started talking working out, nutrition. I always think that nutrition is paramount. If you have bad nutrition, you're gonna make yourself sicker. You're gonna get many things. And I know that there's people out there that have many problems, diabetes, heart problems. They can't really walk. They can't do many things. But you could do a 10-15 minute little workout from your chair, from your table, and just moving. Once you do this exercise and we start showing you our things that we do, you're gonna realize that it gets you a little pump and a little workout, which you will 100% feel. And on an everyday basis, if you do it, you will start seeing results. From the first week, the first few weeks, you will understand that you are getting better. And if you adapt yourself to many things that we're gonna talk about, like nutrition, you're gonna get even bigger results. And that's when you're gonna start feeling better. You're gonna start getting more energy, more alertness, more many things. And you're gonna start having more, more relaxation. Maybe you get better sleep. Everything comes with feeling well.
We will do the research for you. We research nutritional stuff and working out and Tai Chi all the time. So you don't have to. So we're going to do all that. The things that we don't know, we're going to find out about the latest and greatest. Anyways, this is the first intro with David and Brian. Resistance training, circuit resistance training. Our website will be live in about less than a week. And I just wanted to say, remember, right? Remember, health is wealth. And without that, it doesn't matter how much money you have, doesn't matter who you are. If you don't have that, you're in trouble.
Another thing that I want to bring up before we go. The main thing why we started this is because we were talking to each other. I'm a 50-year-old man. He's 67. This is for everybody. I know that there is 14. I have a 14-year-old boy, and he's in excellent shape. But I could never compete with him. He's a very fit guy. But we talk about it, and we want to make sure that you guys understand this is for everybody. This is for the person that's 70, that hasn't done a workout in 10 years. This is for the person that's in his 50s that says, I've been a runner, I've been working out, I've been doing things, but I'm slacking right now. I'm working
couch,
too much.
Right?
On the couch,
yeah.
On whatever. It does not matter where you're at. This is to get everybody out and going a little healthier. This is to change your world a little and to let everybody know that there is no excuse that you should have not to reward yourself and make yourself better so you can feel better and you can be a healthier person as you grow. Mostly nowadays, the life expectancy is getting higher. So if your life expectancy is getting higher, why not to make the best of it and have happy years to come without being more sick than you should? Yeah. You want to lessen the sickness and you want to learn all this. Hopefully you learn it at an early age. That way you can promote it as you get older. But it does not matter. Today is the best day to start something. And today is the best time to make a beginning and make a change for your life so that you can feel better. Yeah. You owe it to yourself. We want you to be healthy. Come with us. We'll go through the same journey with you and do it all together.
We're going to try to post 20, 30 videos a month. And the website, like I said, it'll be circuitresistancetraining.com, and so follow us, and we have a blog out there. We have a free subscription. We're going to have some free training sessions at the beach. It's going to be mostly here in Florida for now, but follow us because we can change your life, literally.
Thank you for listening to us. Have an excellent day.
Thanks.
From Florida.
From Juno Beach, Florida. All join us. It's going to be a great experience. It's going to be a great journey.
Have an excellent